Must be baseball season. And where can you find the best baseball coverage in the Ozarks? Right here on ESPN, The Jock.
At Fuse 32 Marketing, we believe in one thing. There's nothing we can't do. And we have an entire team of marketing all-stars who aren't afraid to shake up the industry. Now we're looking for ambitious salespeople to lead the charge. If you want to create custom advertising campaigns that will help businesses build bigger, better brands, there's a place for you at Fuse 32 Marketing. Apply at Fuse32.com. Fuse 32. There's nothing we can't do. Apply now at Fuse32.com.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening Drive.
It's Opening Drive.
Opening Drive.
It's The Opening Drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
Happy Bobby Bonilla Day. Today is Bobby Bonilla Day. It's also Wednesday, July 1st, and that's why it's a happy Bobby Bonilla Day today. For those of you who don't know, Bobby Bonilla had an ACH deposit this morning of $1.3 million, and he'll have that till like 2035. And
9 more years.
9 more years of Bobby Bonilla Day. And he cashed in today. So it's happy Bobby Bonilla Day. And on one of the greatest contracts ever written. Bernie Madoff wrote that contract, by the way. Now we know why. And
is Bernie Bernie's no longer with us, right? He was locked up for a while.
Yeah. Did he pass away? I don't know if he died or not. But anyway, well, regardless, Bobby Bonilla got a check today for an ACH deposit, direct deposit of 1 point. He woke up this morning and just turned on this little, banking app, and boom, $1.3 million. That's a good day, isn't it?
That is. For doing nothing.
Nothing. But the original deferred contract that everybody does now,
yes,
that hopefully everybody will not be doing going forward, so we can make it an even playing field. But anyway, it's Wednesday, July 1st. Happy July to you. Glad that you're along on the ride with us this morning as you come into work, or you're just waking up this morning, hanging out with us. Thanks for doing that with us today. And I'm telling you, this is Freedom 250 week. So this is a huge week. We're just really building. And doesn't it make sense that on the 250th anniversary of our great, great country, that it's on a Saturday? I mean, that's going to be an all-out blowout weekend. I mean, I'm talking starting Friday. We're starting Friday. I mean, we're going to be firing off stuff Friday, pre 250. This would be the pre-game.
So you are going to take a day off. I mean, we're not doing the show Friday, but you're also going to take a day off of your other 5 jobs.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
No games this weekend for you.
No games. We're off this weekend.
Sleep. You're going to sleep in.
I might sleep in.
Yep.
I might sleep. But, if I look at it right, I don't really, in my regular job, raising capital, I don't really have anything. There's nobody in the office this week. I mean, there's nobody around. In my business, there's nobody around. So I'm really not doing that. Doing a little baseball now. Tryouts are coming up in a couple of weeks, 3 weeks. So working on that a little bit. The questions. Tell me about your program. I don't know. Read about it. I don't know what to tell you. Mm-hmm. We're a baseball program, so I have to answer those questions, which I don't really usually answer those questions. I pretty much mark those people as you're not going to play for me. So it's just kind of cruising into this 4th of July, but it's going to be this again. This is going to be the biggest blowout ever. Can you imagine if it's like on a Wednesday? That wouldn't be as big a blowout, I don't think. A Saturday, this is going to be a blowout.
You know what it makes me think when we get to July every year, and I meant to bring something in, but It's the Nathan's hot dog eating
Oh, yeah,
contest.
Joey Chestnut.
This guy,
I
you
don't
talk about the the OG of
Oh,
a
my
sport.
God.
Is there anybody more dominant in
No.
a sport? I mean, there's no way anybody will come within 10 hot dogs of the guy.
Remember that Japanese guy? He's the biggest competitor, and I don't even know his name. You know, that's how big time Joey Chestnut is.
Yeah.
Major League Eating. That's actually a thing.
Joey just goes into it every year. I'm the wiener. I'm the wiener.
Speaking of that, it's Wiener Wednesday today over at the ballpark, over
That's
at 66
right.
today. Wiener Wednesday. Hey, but we got a great show coming up. Wow, we're going to have a report from Wimbledon. That's cool.
Henri, we've called him before, Henry Thompson, who, by the way, is a Missouri State graduate, but he was a manager on the women's basketball team, but huge fan. He's a guy, I don't know if you remember the rainbow hair guy that would be at all the sporting events.
Yes.
Henry's kind of that guy now for the Lady Bears whenever they go to the postseason. He's
Mm-hmm.
always got seats right behind the team. He's always on camera.
Yes.
Big smile on his face, cheering.
Mm-hmm.
So every year, every time the Lady Bears go to the tournament, he gets, I don't know how he does it.
We got to come up with a name for him, because you got Miami, you got Marlin guy or whatever his name is. And then you got, we got to come up with a name.
Henry. I mean,
Henry. Maybe if he should like show up in like some king's garb or something, King Henry sitting behind the bench.
Yes. Yeah.
That'd be cool. And then go to like Wimbledon dressed as King Henry. I don't know. Is King Henry a good king? There's several of them probably.
But he'll be every summer. This guy goes to all the tournaments, the Wimbledon, the French Open, everything that takes place over there. Spends his entire summer, and then he teaches during the school year at Jefferson City.
Yeah,
he was also a tennis coach for a lot of years and gave that up. Loves to travel, loves to watch tennis, and he's made a lot of friends doing this over the years too.
He's got quite a following.
Yeah.
Actually.
So that's going to be at 8:00 this morning.
Okay.
And then Full Throttle.
Yes.
With Craig Stagner at 8:20. It's Wednesday. Craig will be on. Sent us, some of the topics today. So we're ready for his program today. Looking forward to the show. A lot to talk about, as always, with Major League Baseball, some minor league baseball, World Cup. Guess who's playing tonight in prime time?
USA.
Let's check out your shirt.
Got the Outlaws, American Outlaws shirt on today. Let's go.
Now, who's the American Outlaws? Explain that for people that have not seen the show before.
Yeah, so the American Outlaws are actually the official, I would call it the support group,
Goonies?
supporters group. Yeah, kind of like that. The supporters group of the United States men's and women's national team. So
here, locally, nationally.
Nationally. Yeah, they have chapters all over the United States. So the Outlaws, if you see American Outlaws, no, it's not a biker gang. It's they're actually the official fan group of the United States men's and women's national team. So when the men's and women's national teams are playing in wherever the locale is, there's going to be an American Outlaws event happening there. It's a pretty cool thing. So yeah, it's tonight's the night, man. Let's go. Bosnia on the slate. It's a tricky game. Obviously, it's going to be a very tricky game. Bosnia, of course, knocked out Italy. Italy is not in the World Cup, one of the best national teams in the world. They've been down here for the past, I'd say, 6 or 7 years, 8 years probably. But, since 2 World Cups ago, they've been down quite a while. So Italy not in. Bosnia knocks them out in like a playoff to get in. So Bosnia is not an easy one. They got some good professional players to play in the major leagues overseas. So a tricky one tonight.
This is an event that you can ill afford to have an off match.
Yes.
You have an off match and you'll be heading home to barbecue for the holiday.
Yes. Yeah. This is the night we don't want to be sitting out over our Freedom 250 here. We want to get to the next round. So every match is important, as you can see from the matches yesterday.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, Of course, except for France. France smokes everybody. I tell you what, I think France is the class of this World Cup. Mbappe is just amazing. I think they are the class. They were 3-0 winners over Sweden yesterday, and they made it look like it was just a cakewalk. Mexico wins late last night. The co-host Mexico wins 2-0 over Ecuador. That was expected. And then Norway defeats Ivory Coast. Erling Haaland, one of the best players in the world, scores the winner like in the 80th minute or something like that. Norway beats Ivory Coast. So today, big day. This is the cool thing about the World Cup. Now that we're in the knockout round, it's no rando countries now, man. This is the day. Here's today's schedule. 11 o'clock this morning, it's England against, it's Congo, right? Yeah, Congo, I think. Yeah, Democratic Republic of Congo. Congo made the knockout rounds, which I don't even know how that even happened. But England has Congo today. That should be a cakewalk for the English. Belgium and Senegal in the 3 p.m. game today. Belgium should walk all over Senegal as well. And then the U.S. taking on Bosnia-Herzegovina tonight, 7 p.m. prime time on Fox. And the first ever prime time United States World Cup game in history tonight. Can you imagine the viewership tonight? I would be interested to see the viewership numbers tonight compared to a Super Bowl. And this is around a 32 game. So I'd be interested to see that viewership.
Well, the first 3 matches for the USA, they had Paraguay 25 million, Australia 23 million, Turkey 24.4 million.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight should ramp up.
I think 50 probably.
You think so? Double this?
Well, because of Matt, those are pool play games,
prime
right?
time, yeah.
And it's on prime time, and it's a knockout game. And if you watch any of this World Cup yet with these penalties, Germany going home. That's another. Netherlands going home.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I'm telling you, now we're down to this is a big deal. And pool play, yeah, is a big deal. We wanted to get off to a great start, and we did. But this means something. In Bosnia, again, a tricky match. So we'll see how this works out tonight. For the
so Americans. You guys will be watching that instead of the Royals tonight?
I'll watch
anything, but
watch Desperate Housewives as opposed to the Royals.
Repeats of Sanford and Son.
Good night
over Kansas City.
Yeah, the Jeffersons. I'll watch the Jeffersons. I'll watch WKRP in Cincinnati.
Wheezy.
I'll watch any of those shows over the Royals. Yeah, don't get me started on the Royals. I'm telling you what. You think I have rants on the Royals? I hear these Kansas City stations have rants on the Royals. I mean, I can't even put into words. After the Royals lose last night, by the way, 10-4. After the Tampa Bay Rays defeat Carter Jensen and Bobby Witt Jr. last night because they accounted for all 4 runs with home runs. I don't even know how you can watch that team. How many fans are going to be at Kauffman tonight in 98 degrees weather to watch that team? Now, it is Hawaiian shirt night, so I think people will go get a Hawaiian shirt, and they'll probably promptly leave because it's not even funny now.
I don't know. See, it's different. You go to Route 66 Stadium or the 66. You go there to get your door prize.
Yeah.
Easy to leave.
Yes.
You can park for nothing down the street. You may have to walk 2 blocks.
Yeah.
You go to a Royals game, you have to park to get in.
Yes, you got to pay to get in.
Pay to get in.
Right, yeah.
You have to pay to get in. Not so easy to leave after you pick up your T-shirt or your shirt.
Yeah, but they might be so disgusted they will. I mean, they might be showing up just to get the shirt because they're looking pretty bad.
Listen, you can't walk 11 batters in a Major League Baseball game and expect
to be close.
Yeah, to win.
They're lucky it was 10-4. They're lucky you won another 22-4 or something like that. I mean, they're horrible. Okay, so the Royals are bad when do you follow the Babylon Bee? Do you follow
I heard you. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent that to you.
Yes.
If you guys follow the Babylon Bee, you're bad when the Babylon Bee directly makes fun of your team, okay? And they did make fun of the team on Tuesday morning with this little comment, which is the most funniest thing ever. Babylon Bee shows the Royals dugout. The actual Royals dugout was Salvador, and everybody kind of sitting there, holding their heads in their hand, all that kind of thing. Kansas City Royals somehow find a way to lose on a day when they didn't play. And
did you put that on our? You need to put that on Facebook.
I need to post that.
Yes,
but that you've arrived at the lowest point when the Babylon Bee is directly taking shots at you.
Oh,
they did with the White Sox a couple of years ago. Do you remember the White Sox when they made fun of? They go, Chicago White Sox have new suite with no window, so they can't watch the team on the field. That was a couple of years ago. We are at that point now. And where are the White Sox? In first place. Okay? Just past us like we're standing still. Little brother who we were beating up on for all those last couple of years said, guess what? And then they 22-1 us the other day and said, hey, this is for a few years of frustration. We're going to keep beating on you a little bit. And I didn't blame him. During that game, I was like, yeah, this is payback time right now. They might get 30. I was like, they could get 30.
Our buddy Cameron sent us a message on Facebook Live there about tonight's soccer match. You see it?
No, I gotta move I'm moving this over. I can't see the screen.
You can't see the screen?
Oh yeah, there we go. No, I still don't see it. That's StreamYard. Oh, I gotta look at Facebook Live. Am I still on screen?
It should be on
no, I just moved
StreamYard.
I just had to move over. But anyway, we're not talk too much about the Royals. The Marlins with the best record in the MLB in the month of June, by the way, the Marlins. Can you, Tom Ladd, name 5 Marlins? Go.
No.
Can you name 3 Marlins? Go.
No. No, I can't.
Speaking of deferred contracts, do you know who the highest paid Marlin is on their roster right now?
Go.
Giancarlo Stanton. Still getting paid by the Marlins. He's the highest paid Marlin. Can you believe that?
Oh, my gosh.
I'm telling you, man. The Marlins not in first place, but the Marlins are the best record in the month of June. And Tampa Bay in first place in the AL East. 2 Florida teams that combined couldn't draw flies, and yet the Kansas City Royals, with all these hopes and expectations, vanquished. Because you know what? The league doesn't wait for you. The White Sox didn't wait for the Royals to come down. They just burst past the Royals. That's the way it is. But we're going to talk about good things today too, though. We got to talk about Cardinals because they had a great win last night.
And we had Rob Raines on yesterday.
Yes.
And one of the topics he talked about was Liberatore, who threw a kind of a gem last night, kind of an odd pitching performance last night. They had some, what's that, pitching Gami or whatever stat line last night, 5 innings.
Yeah.
Gave up, I think, 1 hit. Let me see. 1 hit, one run.
Yeah.
Struck out 9, walked 4. And
it's all over the place.
Yeah, man. It was crazy. And Cardinals win 5-3 over Atlanta. Riley O'Brien came in for his 21st save. We talked about him yesterday with Rob Raines. Nathan Church with a home run and 3 RBIs. And Velasquez with a home run.
Same inning.
2 for 2.
Same inning. Velasquez hit the solo early, the 444 shot, moonshot, nailed that thing. And then I saw the highlight on that one. And then Church comes in later and hits the 3-run bomb. So Cardinals win. And I know the Braves are floundering a little bit right now, okay? Yep. But the Braves are going to be there in the end, okay? They're going to be there in the end. They're going to get things going here. But that's a great win. We talked about with Chef Tiny last week when you were gone, the gauntlet that is the Cardinals' schedule going forward all the way to the All-Star break. It's the Braves twice, home and away. The Cubs are mixed in there, and then there's a 4-game set at home with the Brewers. So this is a gauntlet to get through. And we started with Arizona. They kind of limped out of the Arizona series, but then here we go this week. The Marlins series also lost 2 out of 3 of the Marlins, but now they're kind of going to get this Braves. If they can take advantage of the Braves right now, and why they're down a little bit, that'd be great because they got them twice in the next 2 weeks, in the next fortnight, as they say in England.
It is crazy because the teams that draw next to nothing here, now the White Sox probably picking up a little bit the way they've been playing this year, fan wise. But the Marlins, the Rays, the White Sox, how are these teams playing this way in front of nobody?
Yeah,
no crowd.
That's shocking to me. Well, Marlins have never drawn. Tampa Bay's never drawn. Even Tampa Bay's been good, right? They've had great teams, never drawn. I don't know what it is, but they'll show up for spring training games down there. But I guess that's other fan bases coming in from out of area and stuff. And before we get too far in here, because we got to take a break, our show, as always, is sponsored by.
Oh,
yeah, got way into that show. Look at that.
Big sale going on right now at Play It Again Sports.
Huge sale. The Freedom 250 sale now through July 5th. That's Sunday. Closing time on Sunday. They have some fantastic deals. So let's say your kid has outgrown his cleats already. He's going through that growth spurt. 20 to 50% off cleats, new cleats down there. Play It Again. Also, maybe, hey, the kid's an infielder, not an outfielder. They got ball gloves down there, 20 to 50% off too. You're going to want to get into Play It Again Sports. Junior golf clubs. What a great time to get out there and play golf with your son or your daughter. A great time to do that. Junior golf sets also on sale as well. Play It Again Sports located in Fremont Center. Their Freedom 250 sale. And with that, we are at our first break of the show. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Again Sports.
Want to hear ESPN The Jock without lifting a finger? Just say play ESPN on Jock on TuneIn to your smart speaker and take The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, local sports, and your favorite shows anywhere in the house. ESPN The Jock, always on, always entertaining.
Your home is where life happens. It's where kids play, pets roam, and memories are made. Since 1978, Robinson Fence Company has taken pride in building fences the right way. Every fence we build reflects our commitment to doing honest work for our neighbors. With over 4,000 fences installed, our experience speaks for itself. Rooted right here in Springfield and our office in Dallas, Texas, we're proud to be a hometown company. Robinson Fence Company. Family-owned, locally trusted. Professional fencing by professional people.
All right, there's your new AC unit. You should be all set.
What do you mean, should be?
Yep, you should be all set. Thanks and good luck.
And that's when you realize it wasn't such a good idea to go with one of the guys who had the AC unit for cheaper. Rogersville Heating and Cooling won't just chuck it in a truck, plug it in, and leave. They take the time to install and quality check everything they do, so you can come home to comfort with Rogersville Heating and Cooling. RogersvilleHVAC.net.
Camping World is now open in Springfield at 836 North Glenstone. Stop in and check out a huge selection of new and used RVs, plus RV parts, accessories, and all the gear you need for camping and outdoor living. Need service or repairs? Their expert technicians will keep you ready for the road. And you can't miss it. They're home to the largest flag in Springfield, flying on a 130-foot flagpole. The brand new Camping World in Springfield. Get details and shop online at rv.campingworld.com.
Looks like someone didn't go to Dynamite Fireworks. Come on, this is America's 250th birthday. You're not going to celebrate 250 years of freedom with some rinky-dink fireworks show, are you? Nah, you're going to start your Boomsday prepping right now with the best fireworks in the world from Dynamite Fireworks. Go to Dynamite Fireworks and see more today. Just look for the huge USA rockets and American flag, and find them on Facebook.
Summer road trip season is here. Before you hit the highway, visit CNC Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any shocks and struts replacement. New shocks and struts can help improve ride quality and handling for all those summer miles ahead. And don't forget the heat. Save 25% on a complete AC system check and service during CNC Automotive's Summer Special. That's a free oil change with shocks and struts replacement, plus 25% off AC service. Call CNC Automotive today and get summer ready.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
The question is out, and the internet has opinions. We've put today's hottest sports topic up on X, and now it's time to see where you stand. The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
The Sports Poll Question of the Day on The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock.
All right, back on Facebook Live, also YouTube, streaming live, the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock. Glad you're with us on the show today on Bobby Bonilla Day. So we hope you enjoy Bobby Bonilla Day. Sit back today and just imagine if you signed a great contract and got paid $1.3 million every July 1st for like 40 years. That's a great day, isn't it?
Oh,
you know what the buyout on that contract was? Do you know what the buyout?
What?
$5.9 million was the buyout.
Oh my God.
How much is he making? Almost $40 million on that 5.9. Can you believe that?
Wow.
That literally is one of the best deals ever. Bobby Bonilla's agent is still cashing checks on Bobby Bonilla. That's amazing to me.
And he's not even around anymore.
Yeah.
No.
He might not be.
Yeah.
I mean, but think about it. Because Bobby Bonilla is 63 years old now. 63 years old.
Still 9 more years on that contract, too.
Still 9 more years on the contract. So it's going to end up being like he's going to make 40. I almost think it's like 40.2 million. Some crazy number. 8% annual interest. 8%. That's high by today's standards. That's awesome.
Unbelievable.
Greatest investment ever.
Yep.
Anyway, Bobby Bonilla Day. But hey, we got our poll question of the day, Thomas. What we got going today?
On X or Twitter at 96.9 The Jock, you can find it. Will the Los Angeles Lakers retire LeBron James' jersey?
LeBron James.
He has announced, and a lot of speculation, was he forced? And then he made this decision? Or was it his decision to leave the Lakers?
I think the Lakers. I heard this yesterday.
Yeah.
I think the Lakers. I think the Lakers did the whole Jedi mind trick to make him just do it on his own to make it look like it's on his own. But I think it was kind of mutual. I think it was kind of when Luka said, "I need a center to play with me, a high level center," but didn't mention running it back with LeBron James. I think that was kind of the first notion there. But I think he was looking to leave. He didn't remember his midseason. He had that big dust up, with Jeannie Buss threw out there that threw him under the bus, I guess, midseason. We should have went a different direction or something. Remember that expose or whatever it was? It's like midseason, and he played with a chip on his shoulder the rest of the year. But
so LeBron with the Lakers 8 years. They did win one title, and that was COVID.
Is in the bubble.
And that's kind of a weird title.
As an asterisk, As an asterisk. Nobody even does anybody remember the Lakers winning the title in 2020? Does anybody? I don't. As in the bubble. I don't think so. I don't know.
It's crazy. But I heard this question yesterday. I thought that's a great question because, and they were talking about it this morning on Unsportsmanlike. By the way, new lineup coming August 3rd.
Golics after us.
Yep. The Golics. And excited about that. We're not leaving anywhere. I mean, new lineup around us.
As of now, we are not going anywhere.
Good point. We still got a month.
yeah. Still time left.
Prove ourselves. But 8 years with the Lakers. There were people speculating LeBron, is he one of the top 5 Lakers of all time, top 10 Lakers of all time?
Oh, yeah, of course. He's LeBron James. He's like the leading scorer in the NBA of all time.
But the Lakers, man, they've got Kareem, they've got Wilt, Kobe, Magic.
Yeah.
Jerry West, the logo.
Yeah, the logo. I love it. Would he be top 5 all time as a Laker?
Not NBA.
As an NBA. Ooh, I don't know. He scored a lot of points with the Lakers. Caused a lot of issues, though, too. But your question is, will they retire his jersey, right?
Yes, no, or I'm not an NBA fan.
I think they'll retire his jersey. 100% they'll retire his jersey. He's one of the greatest players ever to play the game. The Lakers are going to grab that attention and put the 23 up in the rafters. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
that's a great question because, they're, I don't know, the fans, he has caused some problems,
Oh, yeah. He's LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron James. That's who he is. Okay. How many players in the history of any sport has made more, quote, decisions about where he's going to play than LeBron James?
Unbelievable.
How many players in the history of the NBA have said, I'll just go back to Cleveland and win one? where I started, where I grew up. Oh, yeah, I'd go to Miami. I'll go there and win one. I'll just do whatever I want to do. I'm going to wait until the last possible day to exercise my player option for 50 mil, that kind of guy, or let's renegotiate and I'll take a 2-year 104. I'll do that. 2-year. I'm working on short-term deals, right?
Or pay my son because I want to play with him, even though he was the number 5 scorer at USC when he left college.
Off a knee injury. By the way. So, no, who else can say, sign my kid?
Yes.
Who has that clout?
Nobody.
LeBron James.
Yep.
So he does. So I think, so him leaving, not entirely surprising. I don't think him and Luka mixed well together because they're both, dominating A-type personality players. So Luka and the Lakers need to rebuild. Literally, you can't rebuild with a 41, 42-year-old guy. I know he's still the GOAT as far as, well, he's not the GOAT. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, but he's the GOAT of this era. I know that. But you can't build a team around LeBron James. You just can't. So LeBron James has to go form another little trio somewhere else. Well, where is that going to happen? Well, it could be with the Golden State Warriors.
You put that on ESPN, the Jock Facebook, the Olden State.
Go play with the Golden State Warriors. Because that's what they're talking about. Steph Curry, LeBron James, trading for Anthony Davis. Why don't you just go back and get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? He's available. You might as well just go back and get Magic Johnson's available. Why don't you just go? Why are we stopping with Anthony Davis? Why don't you just go way back? Bill Laimbeer? Bring Bill Laimbeer in. You need an enforcer. Well, let's just bring back the NBA top 50 old guys and let Charles Barkley's on TV. He's lost a lot of weight. Put him out there. The round mound to the rebound. Get him out there. You might as well just go back. Shaq is available. Shaq is available to play right now. If you're going to go old, you go all in old. Just go. Steph Curry's going to be out there going, I could play another 15 years with these dudes around me. Seriously. What kind of, if you're a Golden State fan, an Olden State fan, if this happens, you're going to pay to watch that? Yes, they'll probably make the playoffs just because they'll get there. But can you imagine? They couldn't play any of their games after 8 p.m. because they're all going to be tired and asleep. They get their pudding like at 4. But early bird specials, they're going to have to play all afternoon games.
They will be able to go to the buffet, the senior citizen discount,
and get discounts.
Yes,
absolutely. That's good, but that's during their game time. It's like right before. So I don't know how they're going to make that work. I don't know, man. I just think it's kind of hilarious. Golden State, the crown jewel of the NBA for so many years, win these titles and Steph and all this stuff. And Steph's going to go, yeah, I'll take that old guy, that old guy, that old guy. Oh, we can win a title with this group. Come on. You ain't going to win no title. You know how good the NBA is now?
Oh, I know. Well, the Knicks win it with, they had Brunson.
Yeah.
They had a couple of guys, but there's a lot of, I shouldn't say no name, but role players that played within their role. You remember it used to be we got to have these 3 stars on this team.
Yeah.
Not the case anymore. You don't have to have that 3 major stars to win a championship.
Nope.
Just look at the Knicks this year. They did it with a lot of guys that people didn't know, and because they accepted their roles. Nobody was too big. Brunson, the leader, but other guys stepped up when they needed them to.
You look at the San Antonio Spurs. I know they got Wemby, but it's Wemby and a bunch of role players really for the Spurs. Yeah. They all knew their role and they did it well. Can you imagine who's calling for the ball for the Golden State Warriors? Who's calling for the ball all the time? That's 3 ball hogs, man. That ain't gonna work. And none of them play defense. Anthony Davis did in a day, but he's not exactly a spring chicken. They trade him from the Lakers to the Mavericks for the Luka trade, and he gets hurt in the first stinking game. He was out there for 24 minutes.
Right.
No, it wasn't even that long. It's like 12 minutes he got hurt. And then they ship him off to what? The Wizards? I don't even know where Anthony Davis is right now. Is he with the Wizards, I think? That's the point. He's not even with the Mavericks. He's been shipped somewhere else. That's the guy you're going to bring in. Hey, let's get the gang back together. I just don't even think that's a good idea at all. I mean, there's so many avenues you go to if you're the Golden State Warriors to get the G back in your name. It'll be like Golden Girls. That's what it's going to be like.
That's what it is.
Golden Girls. Those 4 superstars are Golden Girls is what they are. That's funny.
I like that.
Oh,
I like it. Hey, the Spring Birds last night dropped their first game in the series against Arkansas at the 66. Arkansas scores a run in the 9th to win it after Springfield came all the way back. They'd scored 6 runs in 4 innings right in the middle of the game, to tie it up. And Rainiel Rodriguez home run tied it up in the 7th inning. And then Arkansas wins it in the 9th with a lone tally. 9-8 the final there. Big week at home for Springfield as they play this holiday weekend.
Had a good week last week against the Naturals. They need to have a good one on the field this week as well to get that second half started off to a run, because as you know, we're now in the second half. It's 0-0 in the standings for them to defend their Texas League crown. Wiener Wednesday tonight, by the way. I'm telling you what, you're going to be, you talk about hot dogs. It's going to be hot out there at the park tonight at the 66. Woo!
Have you ever noticed, speaking of that, and I was thinking about this with the Nathan's hot dog eating contest this week, all hot dogs look alike. Have you ever noticed that?
Yes, I think. Yeah, I never really thought about it.
No, never have?
No.
Because they're all inbred?
Dad joke.
That's all I got.
That's a good one. Yeah. Well, get your Wiener Wednesday out there tonight at the ballpark at the 66.
You don't know what to say about that one,
I really don't. I really don't know where to go with that one. But by the way, hey, everybody start calling it the 66. And when you say you call it the 66, you can credit Rob Rodgers that, because I'm the one that came up with that. And then Tom came up with the Snipe Hunters, by the way. We're just letting you know that one too.
Yes. We got to come up with something for the new Royals Stadium. That was in the news yesterday. They had renderings.
The downtown dumper.
Yep. It's going to face due north. We know that. And will include 8,219 parking spots.
I heard about that. No, it's not enough. But that's a lot. I thought that was a lot for a downtown stadium, actually. When they threw that number, I'm like, that's quite a few parking spaces. But people forget how big the Crown Center footprint is. It's really huge. They've got 5 maybe corporate buildings on there that's taking up space that are not even full. They're empty. That's a lot of the reason that Crown Center and the Hall family decided to do that was because nobody's at their home office anymore. They do a lot of remote work because it's a very very artistic business, Hallmark cards and such. And then their movie and studio production stuff for their channel is not there. It's obviously somewhere else, LA or wherever they shoot these things. So they don't need all those office buildings like they did back in the day. So it's a pretty big footprint. Due north does not surprise me because that's the Kansas City skyline. So that doesn't surprise me. I don't like due north. I think due north's not optimal. It needs to be northeast, but as long as it's facing that way, it's fine. You want to see the Kansas City skyline, which is good. You'll see Bartle Hall. You'll see that up. You'll see all that up north.
Is it going to be a Homer Dome? What's the prevailing wind in Kansas City? Do we know?
Well, in the summer, it is that southwest wind. Sometimes southeast. Yeah, it is kind of sometimes Kauffman Stadium. You'll get that southeast wind that blows things to left field because that field does face northeast. So I don't know. We'll see. It's good. I'm good with it. They wanted to solve the quote parking problem early on this process, and that'll be enough. That'll be enough to start. But people are going to be parking on the streets, and that it's going. And keep in mind, it's going to be a whole downtown district. There's going to be restaurants and places to go, hang out. There's going to be plenty of parking down there. That's not going to be an issue. We got a caller on the line. Hey, caller, go ahead.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Tom. Jason from Potosi.
Oh, you're up. How you doing?
Oh, I'm awake and live and in work it.
Nice.
Rather be a better term. I hear you guys talking about this Kansas City Stadium. What's their record this year, Rob?
not good.
Jason,
not
what are you trying to
good.
do, man? I'm trying to keep him on the air this morning, not lose him for the rest of the show.
Oh, I've already gone through my process. We're you know the stages of that, right? I've already gone well past anger. We're now in apathy at this point. So there's nothing. There's nothing I can say that's going to improve the Royals. They're not going to fire the manager, then there's nothing I can do about it.
Have they not fired him yet, Rob? I haven't got to watch much of them this year.
They have not, and they have not, and they won't, and they won't. They won't do it because John Sherman won't want to pay him not to manage. I mean, that's how they operate, and it's fine. It's just there's nobody going to show up unless it's Bobby Witt Jr. bobblehead night. It's the only time people are going to show up. So
that's a shame. And you know they beat back Nashville trying to get that team, and Nashville was coming for that team.
Oh yeah. Back in the day, yeah.
Get it done.
Well, I knew they wouldn't leave Kansas City. I mean, there are enough people that would have bought. I mean, Clark Hunt even said from the Chiefs that he would have bought the Royals if there was no buyer. So I mean, they weren't leaving Kansas City. I wish Clark Hunt would have bought them. He spends his money. So anyway.
Well, if I only had Clark Hunt money, I wouldn't be talking to you from my paying job right now.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? How'd your trip go, Rob? Not take off subject, but I got to talk to you.
Great. It's very enjoyable, very relaxing. Europe is pretty neat. We talk about people coming over here for the World Cup and what they experience here. I had a little misconception about going to Europe. I was like, what's this all about? People super nice where we went. People on the boat we were with, super nice. Had a really lovely time. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there around this world. I think too many of us watch the media. Too many of us jump into that kind of garbage and listen to politicians and the media and such about the perception of the world. In general out there, people are just nice people. There's dumpy people too. I get it. But in the general perception, everybody was very, very nice, very, very accommodating. And just like we are to the overseas folks coming here for the World Cup.
Well, good. Tom, how'd your trip go?
Outstanding. Just a beautiful weekend. What's that?
Remember the place I told you about? Did you go to that place I told you about with the pizza?
No, I didn't.
My mom told me to tell you that specifically.
Oh,
what's the place?
Nona's is the name of the place.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
Can I reveal where you went to without giving away too much?
That was a movie on Netflix, Nona's. With
literally, I think it's spelled the same way.
Creeko's good too. That's good.
Yeah, it was where, without giving it away, Rob, it was where he went to. It was like 5 miles away from where he went to.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. I've been there. We go down there a lot. So yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah. My niece got married there last year, about maybe 10 miles away from where he was at. So.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it was only like 102 in the shade.
Oh, I know.
No big deal.
This time of year, you walk outside at 6 a.m. and you're sweating. But you know what? Right. I'll tell you what, I'd rather do that and be cold. So that's the way it is.
True. So who's the pick for the World Cup tonight, boys?
Oh, USA. Got to go USA, man. Got to go USA.
Like don't ever discount Bosnia.
Oh, no, I know. That I called it.
Who said that? Who? I've never heard that coin before.
Don't discount Bosnia.
Yeah.
Don't discount Bosnia. Thomas, you may remember
common phrase.
Is a big part of the St. Louis population. So the southern part of the city is heavy Bosnian, Serbian. That whole area of Europe is like the major portion of South City now.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? That's right. I was kind of thinking there was a Bosnian population up in St. Louis, Serbian population.
Right off of Shrewsbury.
Yeah,
going down towards the Limp Brewery area.
They got some restaurants and stuff. They got some restaurants and stuff up there too.
Yeah. If I had the time to see them, I would tell you more about them, but I do not. Yeah. Speaking of time, I know you're limited. Just wanted to say hello.
All right, buddy.
Everybody's doing good down there.
All right. Appreciate you.
All right. See you, Tom.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Bye.
Jason from Potosi calling from his real job.
I saw his doppelganger yesterday at Home Depot.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna text him, but I'm like, holy smoke! It was a little better looking, Jason. But I saw his twin, no doubt his twin.
Wow.
Yeah.
You went up and said, "Hey, Jason."
I mean,
you're close.
He was kind of looking at me like
you were staring
like
at
we
going,
knew. Yeah. Oh my God, it's Jason from Potosi.
All right.
Buying wood from Home Depot.
Buying wood. Buying lumber.
Lumber,
not wood.
Not wood.
It's cold lumber. All right. Hey, let's take a break on the show. We got a lot of things coming up today. We got Henry Thompson coming up, reporting live from Wimbledon. We also got Full Throttle with Craig Stagner coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. More of Tom and Rob coming up next on the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN and Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Mornings in the Ozarks just got louder. Sports debates, hot takes, local legends, and your voice in the mix. It's the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
This year, America celebrates 250 years of freedom. And this week, you can declare your independence from high prices during the Freedom 250 celebration sale at Play It Against Sports in Springfield, June 29th through July 5th. Save store-wide up to 50% off. Shop new and gently used golf clubs, baseball and softball gear, tennis and pickleball equipment, plus bats, balls, bags, shoes, catcher's gear, baseball pants, and more. They're even open July 4th from 9 to 5. When you trade in, you win. Play It Against Sports in the Fremont Center in Springfield.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. For centuries, lobster was a delicacy reserved for those living close to the coast. Today, you don't need an ocean view to enjoy it, just a table at Retro Metro. Introducing Bergen Ravioli. Fresh ravioli stuffed with lobster and cognac, served in a Thermidor blue cheese and spinach sauce that's creamy and rich and unforgettable. Discover the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
We once had a drone fly a ShopOzarks.com banner around town. It looked super cool until it ran out of battery mid-flight and smashed into someone's siding. That neighbor still won't talk to us. So yeah, on second thought, we'll just stick to what we always do. ShopOzarks.com just gives you real savings on local restaurants, health and fitness, and the best entertainment in the Ozarks. No chaos, no gimmicks, just great local deals at ShopOzarks.com.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
got our Euro disco mix bump music now, so we can be on Facebook or YouTube. By the way, the other day, Callie, she played everything not YouTube approved, so you probably got loaded on those.
I
emails.
got messages not approved, not approved,
not approved. Just came over and over every song she threw up there. Probably a list of them. It was good though. It's good bump music. Well, oh my gosh, so many things going on in this world right now. World Cup again tonight. USA taking on Bosnia, 7:00 Central. There's watch parties all over town. Molly's, of course, has all the games on. Molly's will have the England Congo game at 11 for lunch today. If you want a mid-afternoon snack at 3 p.m., you got Belgium and Senegal. And then tonight's dinner menu features the United States taking on Bosnia at Molly's, and also Mumbles also has of course, Mumble's just a tap room, that's all they are. But if you want to get food and stuff and just kind of sit in the air conditioning and enjoy the evening, Molly's is a good place to go to watch all the soccer action today.
No doubt about it. Do want to tell you, tomorrow we will have the new pitching coach for the Missouri State Bears, Cale Johnson.
Yeah, Cale. Good pickup. Dallas Baptist pitching coach. Kind of I don't know if he played with Joey Hawkins, but he was in the Cardinals organization with Joey Hawkins. There's your connection. He was at Dallas Baptist most recently. We know how good Dallas Baptist is. Able to snag Cale to come up here and be our pitching coach. Pretty excited about that hire.
Rob, I need to find out if you're into the WNBA at all with Caitlin Clark and how she's been officiated.
No.
I'm pointing at the camera right now like Sophie did.
Yeah.
Did you see that meme?
Yeah, she's pointing at everything.
Yeah, you got to point at the camera. Or did you see her that she was upset with a player, and she explained it later. She goes, it upset the player. It was kind of, pissing the player off. So she kept doing it.
Yeah.
And it turns into this meme and all the news agencies are talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. But anyway, Caitlin Clark being unfairly officiated or rightfully so. What do you think?
Here's my deal. I don't follow the NBA through the regular
Right.
season. So by golly, I give anything about the WNBA through the regular season. But as far as Caitlin Clark's concerned, she's going to get pushed around because she allows it, and she doesn't have enforcers on her team to stand up for her.
Well, Sophie's kind of one.
They're enforcers in name only. There's nobody out there. Trust me, there's no one out there backing up Caitlin Clark, and that's all there is to it. And she won't do it because she's not that big or whatever. But she's going to get pushed around the WNBA. That's all there is to it. These WNBA players don't understand that the only reason people are watching their league is because of Caitlin Clark. Now, maybe there's more talent there now and more people are watching it, more eyes are on it because Caitlin Clark brought those eyes to that sport. But there's no question, and you cannot argue it. Nobody was watching WNBA until Caitlin Clark came on the stage. The reason they got a new collective bargaining agreement is because Caitlin Clark came into the league. And so if they want to push her around and mess up their meal ticket, that's their problem. And I know they believe that they're better than Caitlin Clark. A lot of these players do.
There's some jealousy. There's no doubt.
Tons of jealousy.
Yeah, she's on every other commercial.
Yes.
On TV.
Yes.
Not just in the games, nationally. I mean, you see her shooting baskets on some farm rooftop, and I think the players are very jealous.
Yes, they are.
And there's some hatred for Caitlin because of this, and yet she brought them into, this new era where they're playing in front of sold out arenas.
And they're making money.
Millionaires now in the WNBA, where 2 years ago, none.
50 grand.
Yes.
They don't have to go overseas to supplement their income or take weed into Russia and get thrown into a Russian prison like Brittany Griner. I'm telling you, there's a reason that the people are watching it now. And if you cannot, I'm telling you, fine. We could play this game all day long. I'm not going to play with you because you know women's basketball better than I do. You know who some of the former stars are, but I can take it into the Springfield community. I can take it to the Missouri community and say, name me 5 WNBA superstars. Go. And I can guarantee you they cannot name 5 other than Caitlin Clark. And you can't use Caitlin Clark. And you can't say Sophie Cunningham. You can't, as far as a player is concerned in the league. No. I mean, I'm right now, I'm struggling to remember to come up with 5. Fine. Name the starting 5 of the Las Vegas Aces who won the cup. Name them. You can't. And they're the reigning champions for like the last how many years. Nobody knows who they are. So don't give me this whole Caitlin Clark did not help you get where you are. Caitlin Clark's the reason you're cashing checks bigger than McDonald's. That's all there is to it.
But it's the question still remains, are the officials treating her, unfairly? I mean, not calling the hard fouls. I mean, she was choked out on the floor the other day.
How that wasn't a flagrant one, I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, it's right there on video. How can the WNBA not go back and look at that? They do it in the NBA all the time. Remember, you'll get that little note like 2 days later from the NBA. We've upgraded that to a flagrant one, and he's suspended, blah, blah, blah. It happens all the time in the NBA. In the WNBA, frankly, the WNBA commissioner is an idiot, first and foremost. She's a horrible negotiator. She's not even qualified for that job.
I saw a podcast this morning, as a matter of fact, somebody out there calling for the WNBA commissioner to be relieved of her duty because of this.
She's horrible. How can, if you're not the WNBA commissioner and you got a superstar in your league that puts butts in seats, okay, how can you not tell your officials and say, you better protect her, and if you don't, you're out of a job. We'll find another official. You have to. They're at the point now in the WNBA where you have to protect your stars. The NBA went through the same thing,
right,
with their superstars. Jordan, as good as he was, Jordan got calls. LeBron gets calls, right? Magic Johnson got calls. They all got, the superstars have a lot more leeway, okay? And everybody know. I remember the NBA, they were complaining, I can't believe they don't call a foul on him, or I can't believe that every time I get near him, it's a foul, whatever. That's the way it is, because they want to see them play, not you. You are a journeyman. You were a bench player. Nobody came to watch you play. You name an NBA player coming off the bench. Nobody except for your wife and your kids and your mom came to watch you play. Nobody. They came to watch the superstar play. Because you throw a bunch of them out there, nobody shows up to the games. Same way Caitlin Clark. You better protect her. She gets hurt. She goes out. I think they'll be surprised at how much people will not watch that league.
Well, second half of last season when she did go out with that injury.
You notice that? Television ratings. Okay, fine. Indiana Fever. Remember last year they were on like literally every game, right? Yeah. The ratings for the WNBA when she went out plummeted. They did not have sellout crowds either. Plummeted. I think, and I'm not saying Caitlin Clark is the best player ever to play women's basketball. That's not what I'm saying, but she is the reason now they watch her. And the rest of these thugs in this league, and I'm going to call them thugs. The thugs in this league that can't even hold a candle to her, better understand who's paying the bills. Her, not them. Anyway, that's my thought anyway.
I didn't even play the rant.
Hey, that
wasn't even a scheduled rant.
That wasn't even a rant. WNBA. Don't really care, honestly.
Henri is coming up.
Yeah. Let's talk about Wimbledon. I care about that. Coming up next on the opening drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN, The Jock.
This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.
Springfield weather on The Jock.
Happy Wednesday and happy 1st of July. 92 degrees today in Springfield. Sunny skies with a few clouds developing this afternoon. And a southwest breeze at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Low 70s overnight tonight. Low 90s again Thursday. A few clouds in the afternoon tomorrow and a stray shower possible from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Thursday afternoon. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Missouri's laws are clear. Unregulated gaming devices are illegal. Companies have been telling businesses that gray market machines are legal. That's wrong. Don't be scammed. If you have these devices at your business, you could be subject to criminal and civil penalties. Unplug and remove these devices today.
If you've been approached to host illegal gaming machines, call now 800-523-1434 or visit ago.mo.gov. Sponsored by the Attorney General's Office.
Piano Craft is celebrating America's 250th with our most explosive sale ever. We're talking digital pianos up to 50% off. We're talking tech certified conservatory grade verticals 50% off of new pricing. How about this? New Yamaha grand piano with a free player piano upgrade. Man, that's a $9,000 value. Friends, you've got to get to Piano Craft today. Sale is over July 4th. Visit Piano Craft, Republic Road in Fremont in Springfield.
When your business depends on security, access, and durability, the details matter. At Robinson Fence Company, we've delivered dependable commercial fencing solutions in 9 different states. From industrial and high security fencing to complex commercial installations, our crews work efficiently and comply with job site requirements. Long-standing presence in Springfield, Missouri, and our office in Dallas, Texas, Robinson Fence is a trusted partner. Robinson Fence Company. Commercial strength, proven experience, professional fencing by professional people.
We named our company U.S. Automotive for a reason. We're proud of America, and this summer, we would encourage you to take a road trip vacation and explore America. But before you leave, come to U.S. Automotive and let us give your car a thorough inspection. Air conditioning, brakes, oil, tires, everything to make your road trip across America one to remember for the right reasons. Happy 250th birthday, America.
The best Mo State Bears coverage on KBFL Springfield, K245CA Springfield. Springfield's total sports station, ESPN The Jock, with this local sports center update with Don Luzader.
In for Don Luzader, I'm Joe Rios. The St. Louis Cardinals knocked off the Atlanta Braves last night in Georgia 5-3. Rookie Nathan Church slugged a home run and had 3 RBIs for the Redbirds, who improved to 44-38 on the season. Despite 2 home runs by Bobby Witt Jr., the first-place Tampa Bay Rays defeated the Kansas City Royals last night at Kauffman Stadium 10-4. Witt went 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs in the game, and leadoff batter Carter Jensen blasted his 12th homer of the season for Kansas City. With the loss, the Royals fall to 35-51 on the year. I'm Joe Rios with your sports on the job.
This Sports Center update brought to you by Highland Dairy. This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.
Springfield weather on the Jock.
Happy Wednesday and happy 1st of July. 92 degrees today in Springfield. Sunny skies with a few clouds developing this afternoon and a southwest breeze at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Low 70s overnight tonight. Low 90s again Thursday. A few clouds for the afternoon tomorrow and a stray shower possible from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Thursday afternoon. For Ozarks First, I'm meteorologist Tom Schmidt.
Going out of town? Take ESPN The Jock with you at 969thejock.com. You can hear the best of the Ozarks with Chef Tiny, Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, or The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. ESPNthejock.com.
When it comes to your next build or remodel, you need a team that shows up ready to win. In Springfield, that team is Edge Supply. From Blanco kitchen sinks to Delta faucets to freestanding bathtubs that steal the show, Edge Supply has the team, the experience, and the inventory to deliver. Contractor or do-it-yourselfer, no matter if it's a fixer-upper or a full custom build, Edge Supply is your home court advantage because Edge Supply plays to win. EdgeSupply.com.
Your takes, your teams, your town. From hot stove baseball to big deal or not a big deal. Mornings belong to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock. Don't just listen, be part of it.
We'd like to invite you to join us on The Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
Opening drive.
It's opening drive.
Opening drive.
It's The Opening Drive.
It's smart, it's local, and it's a whole lot of fun. Real opinions, real laughs, and real connection to the Ozarks every single morning. From breaking down the biggest games to celebrating the best of the Ozarks, debating the poll question of the day, and reacting to your messages live. This is sports radio done differently. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
All right, hour number 2 on July 1st, Bobby Bonilla Day, and we're ready to roll. We're going to talk some tennis now with our good friend Henry Thompson, who's over in England right now at Wimbledon. Henry, how are you doing this afternoon there? How are you doing over there?
This afternoon, I'm a little fatigued from yesterday at Wimbledon. Can you hear me?
I hear you. You're loud and clear.
Okay. So I attended the championships yesterday. It was a late night, finished up about 10 o'clock. I was up about 36 hours to make all that happen, so I slept very well last night. And today, just taking it easy and slow and relaxing a bit. But I'm back here now in the park where the queue is, in case you all wanted to take a look at it.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. Nice. Well, it's beautiful
So
around
so I think I can turn my camera around here. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, that's great.
So over here we've got people in tents that are camping for tomorrow. There's probably about 500 to 600 people, I would say. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. So they probably got here sometime this morning. to get those spots. Then on the right side over here, we've got people that are still waiting in the queue to get in today for a grounds pass. So this is the big field where all the action happens.
Wow. Okay, so how hard is it to get into those ground passes? How long do you gotta stay out there in that queue?
Well, to get my ticket, I went to center court yesterday. I got here at 10:30 the morning before. So I got here at 10:30 on Monday morning to get in on Tuesday morning. But the good news is, once you're in, if you're early enough to get one of the show courts, you get really good tickets. For example, yesterday I was on row 5 of center court. So there is a reward at the end of it all. And to be on row 5 to see Serena Williams play again was amazing. So it was all worth it.
That's awesome. Row 5 to watch Serena play yesterday. Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other beauty of it is, compared to a lot of sporting events, it's really hard to get tickets here. But if you're willing to work, meaning camp in a field, like my ticket yesterday on row 5 was about $130. And you can't do that anywhere in the U.S. or anywhere else around the world for that matter, for that good of a deal, for that good of a seat. So it's a pretty unique and special place.
So, Henry, what were your thoughts watching Serena play yesterday, her big return?
Yeah, first off, at 44 years old, and she hadn't played a singles match in 4 years, to have the courage and the confidence and the guts to do that on the biggest stage in tennis, I thought was really incredible. And of course, she hasn't played in 4 years, so there's going to be some rust. And unfortunately, she lost in 3 sets, but there were some glimpses of the Serena of old. She's still whipping out serves over 120 miles an hour. And just seeing her play just kind of took you back in time. And I think if she continues to train and really devotes herself to it, I don't see why she couldn't make a comeback. She definitely is always as competitive as ever on the court, but it was a very special night for tennis to have her back for sure.
It was so great to see her back out there, and I'm amazed she played somebody half her age basically, and
Yeah.
the game that I'm telling you, and she was like 53rd in the world, and she was really good. She's a good tennis player, the joint girl.
Yeah, yeah, and there was a time in the third set where Serena had an open court shot to go up 3-1 in the third, and the start of the end for her. But she is the greatest to ever play our game, at least on the west side, and just to have her back is really important for our sport, I think. And I think it just goes to show you that age is just a number, and if you work hard and you want something bad enough, you can always make it happen.
That's true.
So, Henry, tell us about your entire trip. It's been a couple of weeks since we last talked. How's the trip been going?
Yeah, so since we last talked, I think that was during the French Open. Sasha Zverev won his first Grand Slam, which was really good for him. He's kind of been playing in the shadows of Federer and Nadal and Djokovic, and then Alcaraz in center. And with all those roadblocks kind of out of his way, it was really good for him to win that slam. Then after that, I went to a couple of smaller tournaments in Germany, in the UK. It's been very hot and warm and toasty over here until this week, where today it's in the mid, which is beautiful. But the past couple weeks has been in the mid to upper 90s, and I think you guys are probably having some of that now.
Yeah.
But it's been a warm summer over here, but a great one as always.
That's fantastic. And now, where are you staying there at Wimbledon? Are you staying in a tent, or do you have a place?
Well, I stayed in a tent one night, but I rent a place about a 10-minute walk down the road from the park. I've stayed with the same family for 5 years now, so I know them very well. And the beauty of it is, the advantage that I have over other people in the queue is that you can leave for 30 minutes at a time. So I can walk 10 minutes, take a shower, and come back, and that makes a big difference when you're doing something like this. Yeah, so I'm about a 10-minute walk from the park and probably about a 15-minute walk from the grounds where tennis is played.
Wow. That's right there, because that's an easy walk for you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's one of the only places in the area that has air conditioning, which is a big deal with how warm it's been this year and last year, and how it continues to keep on getting warmer and warmer every summer. So I'm very, very lucky in that regard.
So what's your plans here for the rest of the tournament? What matches are you trying to see?
So I've got tickets with some friends next week for the men's semis and the men's final. So the good news is I don't have to camp for those. I have those. I can sleep in a bed the night before and actually have a really enjoyable day the next day. If I camp again, it would be tomorrow for Friday. I'm 50-50 right now. I'll wake up in the morning and decide if I want to or not. It kind of just depends how my body feels. 2 or 3 years ago, I could camp out like 4 or 5 nights in a week and I was fine. Now, maybe 1 or 2 is good enough. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, you're getting spoiled, Henry.
I know. But no, when you think of tennis, the first thing that comes to mind is Wimbledon, and it's always so special to be here. And I really do appreciate that they let the common person have a chance to get really good tickets, even if it means you're camping out in a tent for a day or two. It's really the only place like that I can think of where you can do that. So it's pretty special.
I'm glad you call yourself a common person. Traveling all summer long to watch tennis, and you're a common person. Hey, who are you excited to watch at Wimbledon this week?
Well, I was excited to see Ben Shelton, but he dropped out yesterday in the first round, unfortunately. So that's a big bummer for the U.S. Honestly, I think both the men's and women's is pretty wide open. All the top seeds have been tested pretty much on both sides already. So honestly, I don't really have an answer. It just kind of depends on who ends up playing into next week. It'd be exciting to see some Americans on both sides, see if we can get some men and women from the USA into the second week and see what happens. It's been a long, long time since an American man has won a slam. We'll see what happens. We still got Fritz involved. Tiafoe I think he's finishing up a match today that was halted for darkness yesterday. But we'll see.
Yeah, that's the thing we were talking about. Chef Tony was on the other day. He's a big Wimbledon fan, and talking about how the Americans just on the men's side just don't have that superstar, that Roddick, that player we've had for the past. So who would you think, Henry, is the next one that might be coming up?
Well, I still think Ben Shelton has the biggest upside. He's very talented, but he's still very young. He had a rough go of it, not only here, but also at the French Open. But if I had to look into a crystal ball, I would still guess it's going to be him that has the biggest chance to have a big breakthrough. So time will tell, but I think he has all the weapons. I thought grass was his best surface, but unfortunately he fell in 5 close sets yesterday. So this year wasn't to be. We'll see what happens though in the future.
So where from there, where do you go? What's the travel plans the rest of the summer?
Yeah, I've got about 4 more weeks after the tournament's over. I'll go to Hungary, to Greece, then back up through Germany, and eventually end up back in Paris and back here in London for 1 day before hopping back across the pond.
All tennis related?
No, I'm actually done with tennis after Wimbledon.
Okay.
So
okay.
Then it's
vacation.
just traveling, relaxing, and doing whatever I feel like.
You going to Budapest?
I am, yes. I've been there several times. I kind of jokingly tell people I go there to save money because it's very cheap to go and stay compared to other places on my itinerary. I can usually stay there for about $40 or $50 a night. So I kind of go there for a week to save money at some juncture, but it's a beautiful city. It kind of reminds me of a small Paris. Great food. I love it there.
Yeah, I was just there a couple of weeks ago. It's so beautiful. I'd never been there before. So I was like, this place is great. So I really enjoyed it.
And it's not quite as well traveled as the other big cities in Europe, for whatever reason. But I also enjoy that. It's not super packed everywhere you go. It'll be my 4th or 5th time there, I think. So I'm looking forward to heading back there.
So Henry, we had mentioned we had Chef Tiny on. We were talking food. What's your go-to over there? What are you eating these days? You got a You got to try and figure out a couple meals a day anyway, don't you?
Yeah, well, for a snack, of course, at Wimbledon, you gotta do strawberries and cream. That's just the tradition. You have to have it, and there's just something about it. They taste different here. I don't know why or how, but they do. Um, then to hydrate yourself, you have Pimm's, which is a gin-based drink infused with some lemonade. It's very refreshing. So that's kind of my snack and drink go-to for food. At pubs, they've got the fish and chips. They've got, your typical pub food you would expect. Some pies, some burgers. So yeah, I usually try to have 2 good meals a day. But you're anywhere in Europe, you're never trying to find a good meal. It's always around every corner you go.
That's fantastic. Man, that would be the toughest thing, is to be able to make sure that you were fed and hydrated, plus a place to stay. I mean, there's a lot of things to think about, but you've been doing this for several years now, so you kind of know what to do.
Yeah, and obviously to be gone that long, you have to stick to a pretty tight budget. And, food and the lodging are your biggest 2 expenses usually. And so, but the food is you can control that. You can go to the store and buy stuff for breakfast and lunch and have 1 good meal a day for dinner, and I'm good with that. So I just make it work.
And again, it's not super expensive at some of these places too. You can find some I would call them holes in the wall, but you can find some great places around the corner, like you said.
Yeah, for sure. Anywhere in Europe, you're always going to find great food and drink. It's just everywhere.
So, Henry, I know in the past you would get there and you would purchase a tent to sleep in. Do you have to do that every year? You don't bring one with you, do you?
No. So in the past, I've either bought a tent here or in the last year, the people I stay with at their house, they actually kept all my stuff for me, which was really nice of them. Cool. So I didn't have to buy anything this year, which was nice. But usually I would just buy a tent, a sleeping bag, a pillow, and call it good. But it was nice to show up this year, and that was already there waiting for me when I arrived. So
that's great.
So are you keeping up with the World Cup at all? And what's it been like there as far as the World Cup going on in this country?
Well, the pubs are open very late when England is playing. I can tell you that. I think they play today at some point, if I'm not mistaken. So I might try to go down and be a part of that atmosphere, because obviously football is very big over here. So I'm not sure really how the English team is doing, but I know they're playing today, so I guess they're doing somewhat decent. So to answer your question, I haven't been really keeping up with things. I'm not too interested in it. But there's all the pubs are all fitted out with tennis stuff, and also some soccer stuff for the World Cup. So it's always a good atmosphere. Europeans love their sports, especially football. So I'll probably go try to check out a game either today or their next one if they end up playing again.
Yeah, playing about 2.5 hours. Play Congo.
Okay.
11 o'clock our
So
time.
about 5 o'clock.
About 5 o'clock your time. So it'll be hopping at 5 o'clock in England for that game.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe I'll head down and check it out.
So since we last talked, it was right in the end, I guess, of the NBA championship, and your boy OG got himself a ring, got himself a title with the Knicks.
Yeah, and he had a pretty good game 4, I think, right? Was it game 4 where he had the tip? Yeah, it was exciting to see him. And the really cool thing about him, not even 2 weeks after that, maybe a week after that, he was back in Jeff City doing a basketball camp for kids. And the really cool thing was he didn't allow any cameras or media there because he wanted the focus to be on the kids and not him. And so not a lot of people heard about it, but he was right back where he came from not even 2 weeks later, giving back to his school and his town, which I thought was awesome. So he's very grounded. He's very humble, and to have him with 2 rings in less than 10, I think he's been in the league for 9 years now, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty impressive. So he's a great kid, and definitely always likes to give back.
That's fantastic. Well, Henry, thanks so much for being on with us. Congratulations on another great trip. Hopefully you get to see some good tennis there. Looks like a beautiful day, man. Look at that. Just a perfect day as we look at the sky behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the first time in 5 years we haven't had a lot of rain, knock on wood, but usually it rains here every day at some point, but it really has only rained about one time for about 5 minutes. And then it's been sunshine ever since. So we'll see how the rest of the 2 weeks goes, but so far so good.
Well, again, thanks, Henry. Hopefully we'll catch up with you one more time while you're out there. Just give us an update on your trip.
Yeah, sure. Sounds great. And if not before the semis and the final next week, then for sure after. So
sounds great. Thanks, Henry.
All right. We'll talk to you later, guys. Yep. See you.
Take care.
Okay.
Cheers. Bye. Henry Thompson live from Wimbledon. He's outside the grounds and sounds like he's just having a great time over there, as he always does at every tournament. He has a great time and giving us that flavor of what that's like over there in England right now during the biggest tournament of the year, Wimbledon.
I'm still waiting for my invite. You know,
you can bring Henry anytime you want to.
We've had him on so many times now. I figured he would want to pay my way to go over there since we have him on, and just kind of ride with him and see. I would love to watch. I'm really interested to see how they play on grass.
Yes,
I've played a lot of tennis in my life.
Yeah,
but never on grass, never on clay. It's always But I would love to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I've always thought it was pretty fascinating how the ball doesn't bounce as high, got a little lower. It's a different type of game.
Yes.
Well, hey, when you take our break, we got Full Throttle with Craig Stagner coming up next. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play It Again Sports.
If it matters in the Ozarks, it matters here. From Missouri State to the Cardinals and beyond, start your day with The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 on ESPN, The Jock.
Refresh your yard this summer with 4th of July savings from the Home Depot. Choose your power starting at $99 with tools from trusted names like Ryobi and Milwaukee. From backyard get-togethers to end-of-summer upgrades, 4th of July savings on cordless tools deliver the power and mobility to keep up with every job without slowing you down. Power on the go is here, and summer projects are easier than ever with the Home Depot. While supplies last, see store or online for details.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Culinary history with Retro Metro. For centuries, lobster was a delicacy reserved for those living close to the coast. Today, you don't need an ocean view to enjoy it. Just a table at Retro Metro. Introducing Bergen Ravioli. Fresh ravioli stuffed with lobster and cognac, served in a Thermidor blue cheese and spinach sauce that's creamy and rich and unforgettable. Discover the all-new dinner menu at Retro Metro.
I'm Chef Tiny, inviting you to Retro Metro for some giant flavors. Your table is waiting.
Imagine a marketing tool for your business that will keep your current customers coming back while adding new ones in the process. It can happen when you offer gift certificates on shopozarks.com. You'll build your customer base, keep top of mind, help people save money, and they'll love you for it. ShopOzarks.com is the perfect place for restaurants, retail, and entertainment experiences to build their foundation. Join the family of businesses having success making new customers and keeping their current ones happy. Contact us now at ShopOzarks.com.
The greatest country in the world is ready for the biggest tournament in the world, and Mully's Pub and Patio is your Team USA World Cup headquarters. Join the watch party for every USA soccer game and bring the whole family. Everyone's welcome. Watch our American soccer team with other fans at Mully's Pub and Patio every single game. Inside with Mully's massive media wall or outside. American comfort pub food with elevated cocktails and ice cold beer. Mully's Pub and Patio on East Republic Road.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the opening drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
I feel the need for speed.
Strap in and hold on. It's time for Full Throttle with Craig Stagner, your home for Ozarks dirt, speed, and horsepower. From the green flag to the checkered, we've got the drivers, the stories, and the racing that matter. Let's go Full Throttle!
There he goes, off into the sunset, the Dodge of Stan Shaw. Gone. See ya. Boom. See ya. Out here.
And all we hear in the background is sirens.
Yeah. For sure. Craig Stagner, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great. It's we're coming up on now. I get confused, Easy, because I'm kind of slow. But is this America 250 or Bobby Bonilla Day 250?
Today's just Bobby Bonilla. Well, yeah, he's probably gonna get paid 250 times. My goodness gracious, Bobby.
I just saw a little while ago. I didn't realize that he was also did the same deal with the Baltimore Orioles and is getting $500,000 every year from the Orioles too. He did the same exact deal.
You don't get that. Nobody remembers. Nobody thinks about the Baltimore Orioles deal. But yes, he does get like 480 something thousand from the Baltimore Orioles every year too. Yeah, he's on the payroll of a couple major league teams right now. Yeah,
he is. That's a pretty sweet deal if you can get it, as they say. Now, my tan didn't work out quite as well as you two. You two have had a little more time. Oh, yeah. I'm still a little red, but right now I think we're the three most sun-kissed Hawaiian tropic hosts on radio right now.
We are. It looks like we all just went out and just hung out at the beach all week, and except you burned and we didn't. So that's kind of how it looks like.
I was in our pool. We have a stock tank pool in our backyard. We call it our white trash Turks and Caicos. You take a stock tank pool, and I put a TV out there, and I laid outside last weekend and watched the World Cup. So I'm in my little 2-foot pool with an adult beverage, watching the World Cups, getting some sun. So hey, man, it don't get much better than that.
I might need a picture of that. That'd be great.
I can send you one if you ask. If you really want a picture of me in the pool, I can send you one. But
that's so funny.
Between you and Henry at Wimbledon, sitting there on the yard, we've got it. We got it all today, don't we?
Yeah, I'm coming from the exotic locale of Northeast Springfield. It's not quite the same as the campgrounds at Wimbledon, but I am in Northeast Springfield, so there is that.
Oh, that's funny, man. I tell you what, it's an eclectic show we have here.
It is.
Yes.
Well, you've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I mean, it's racing. Finally, it's drying up, right? I mean, that's a big part of it. At least,
well, it is this week. This week it is, but the forecast right now is showing all next week, and we're going back into 30-40% chances of rain, depending on which app you use. But I'm seeing a lot of that. But we'll worry about that then. We'll focus on today, and today it's sunny. And you said about the diversity here in the program. With the World Cup going on, it kind of made me think about, you kind of, as a sports person, as a reporter, you're real reporters. I'm this amateur sleuth here, but you start trying to tie stuff in and you get this world, I've seen all these videos of British people coming here astounded by seeing a Costco's or Buc-ee's, stuff that they're not used to. Well, in that same vein, I started looking at some of our points leaders. I just shared that this week, and your page graciously shared our post about the points leaders in the top pro series. And the diversity amongst the pro leagues is pretty astounding. You get that. I mean, the most popular one, of course, is NASCAR. All 5 of the top of them are all USA born athletes. But when you get over to, say, NTT, IndyCar, the open wheel, you have Spain's Alex Palou is number 1. You have David Malakis from the USA, who's number 2, but he's only a first-generation USA native. His parents are from Lithuania. You get Kyle Kirkwood in 3rd as USA, but then Denmark Christian Lundgaard is 4th, and Mexico's Pato Award 5th. So you've got 4 or 5 different countries there. If you include his parents, you got 5 different countries in the top 5. You go over to motocross, the 450, the top class. You got top 2 riders from Australia. You have USA's Danger Boy Deegan, my guy. Spain's Jorge Prado. In the 250 class, you got a Japanese rider in number 2, a New Zealand rider in number 4. So the diversity, all these different cultures here is really amazing. This is the only place in pro motorsports that you see that kind of diversity at the top. You go over to F1, there's no Americans up towards the top of that. You get over into the MXGP, the motocross, a Grand Prix that's worldwide. You get the riders who maybe aren't top 10 riders here in the U.S. over there. So that's something great about America, is that you have such a diverse cast of riders and racers throughout, from top to bottom, from multiple countries. You know, it's a good thing if they did the national anthems of each one of these countries represented. That would be the first hour of the program, would be getting all the national anthems in.
That's pretty cool. If you think about it, I love the fact there's diversity in sport as far as countries concerned. I think sometimes as Americans, we think, well, we're the best in everything. Well, we're not the best in everything. There's great athletes all around the world, and a lot of them are better than us. And I love it to see when they put the flags up, not just Olympics, but these other events. I think F1 does that. They put the flags up at each of the countries behind them when they go up. That's a cool thing to see.
At the start of a motocross race, they have all kinds of different flags also at the starting gate. If you haven't seen the gate drop of a pro motocross event, especially Supercross, where it's indoors, it's at night, the big banner across top, it almost looks like the start of the Kentucky Derby because they're coming out of a gate, but there's fireworks that go off, there's flags everywhere. It is such a cool spectacle to see Supercross. And again, you have these riders that are from all over the country, all over the world that come here because this is the best place for them to more marketing ability to pick up those sponsors. You may have a pretty good contract with your primary sponsor, but we all know it's those product sponsorships, the Fox Racing, the Bell helmets, Goodyear, whatever. That's where all the money really comes together for you.
Absolutely. So, hey, wanted to transition a little bit here to NASCAR and how it's interesting that you look at Denny Hamlin and Joe Gibbs Racing and how they've kind of just bubbled to the top here lately.
Right. And it's no surprise that there is that direct connection. Denny Hamlin is now 1 point ahead of Tyler Reddick, who, you rewind back a few weeks and we were talking about, well, this is a slam dunk. Tyler Reddick's going to win the whole championship. But we were getting the cart way ahead of the horse there because that was the first few races of the season. But Denny Hamlin, who owns that team, drives for Joe Gibbs. So he doesn't drive for the team he owns, is co-owner with Michael Jordan. But Denny Hamlin first by a point with Joe Gibbs Racing, Tyler Reddick, 23-11. But then Ty Gibbs, the grandson of Joe Gibbs, won his first race this year. He is number 4 in points. And Christopher Bell, who's my mom's favorite little driver, he's a sweet guy, races around the Midwest in sprint cars and such. He's for Joe Gibbs Racing too. So as much as we think about 23-11, their dominance, what it felt like earlier on in this year, they have one driver in the top 10. He's number 2 by a point. I mean, he could go back to number 1, but Joe Gibbs Racing is really where it's at. And I think that's a testament to Joe Gibbs, who was so successful as a NFL coach. He knows how to handle those personalities, which we first saw with Tony Stewart when he was such a hothead early on in his career. And it was like, okay, Joe Gibbs knew how to handle NFL middle linebackers. He can handle Tony Stewart, and he channeled that into 3 championships.
Well, and you look at the team aspect of NASCAR. A lot of people don't look at that, but the team aspect is huge in NASCAR. And so if you got something working in one car, obviously the other 2 cars are going to get it too. And if you got good drivers on top of it, you're going to see those bubble up to the top there at the end. And so plus NASCAR is such a long season. I mean, I know we're all Tyler Reddick, but man, there's a lot of races between race 5 and the last race of the year.
There's almost 9 months of NASCAR.
Yeah.
And that's why it starts on one coast and ends on the other, because of course you can't do February races in the Midwest because, I mean, good grief, we'll have snow up until June nearly. So they start in Florida, then go to California, and you get the Arizona races, things like that. But yeah, those teams, the teams used to be your dad and a couple of his drinking buddies were your pit crew. Now, when they introduce those guys, you're seeing D1 athletes, a lot of linebackers and stuff that are carrying those tires in the fuel jugs that are hundreds of pounds.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing that I've heard there's a lot of ex-college athletes that are now on these pit crews in NASCAR. A lot of them. I mean, that's a job thing. That's a career path.
Yeah, if you're not going to go on to play in the NFL or NBA or something like that, like, what do you do? Oh, well, there's Michael Jordan's team. I mean, this guy knows how to handle people and athletes. So they go there. And like I said, you watch them introduce, and you see these big Midwest corn-fed Iowa, linemen who are carrying a 250-pound fuel jug. They're like, oh, yeah, which hand do you want me to carry it with? Or it'd kill any of us trying to do it. But they can jump the wall and do that. So, yeah, that is why the pit stops have gotten so fast, because you have athletes. This is an athletic position.
Yeah.
So, Craig, what do you think the pay is for those crew members?
I'm ballparking here because I would guess that probably some of the top teams, I mean, the pay discrepancy between Joe Gibbs Racing and, say, Rick Ware Racing, who's quite a ways down, is probably going to be vast. But I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are making $50,000, $60,000 or more a year, a good living, for sure, and getting to travel. And, hey, it beats them having a regular 9-to-5 job like us. They're going around to the tracks and having a good time.
Well, and they get all their expenses paid. I mean, everything's paid for. So that's free and clear money. Average annual salary for a general pit crew guy, $45,000.
Okay.
Typical rate 35 to 51. Top earners make 60.
Okay.
NASCAR guys can make up to 300.
Yeah, Price is Right rules. I kind of got it right there. I was kind of I was pretty high up, but so got lucky. We was talking about the diversity there. I wanted to hit on one real quick. This past weekend, I thought this was an amazing, diverse group at Monette. Monette races every Saturday night. It's been there for, I think this is their 52nd year of racing. The Pure Stock class this week. Pure Stock, there's different levels. There's the late model, there's Street Stock, Pure Stock, different things like that. But the Pure Stock class was won by a 13-year-old boy named Smoke Metcalf. There is no doubt that his dad was a huge Tony Stewart fan and named him Smoke. One of my daughter's middle name is Montana, after Joe Montana. And that is the honest to God truth. But this guy named his son Smoke Metcalf, 13-year-old boy who wins that.
Wow.
Second place was a longtime veteran racer named Carla Lampy. She is 58 years old and has 10 grandchildren. So that class, the third place guy walked away from there. It was like, well, I finished third behind a 13-year-old kid who's in junior high school and a 58-year-old grandma of 10. So that is an amazing diversity that you can't find. You're not going to find that playing flag football or playing golf, some of those other sports. But in motorsports, that is the one place that gender and age doesn't factor into it as much, but gender, zero.
No, gender doesn't matter. Can you drive or can you not drive? That's all there is to it. I'm telling you, I drive home with my wife half the time, and her nickname is Mario Andretti. That's her nickname.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what we go. That's what my family knows how my wife drives. And when we go around corners and stuff, I'm like, and my son, huge F1 guy, going, man, Mom, you could run F1 right now. She's so good. She's a good driver.
Yeah.
Zipping in and out traffic. She's good.
Well, speaking of the females in racing, now I know that some of you probably mentioned that I talk about the women in racing a lot, but it's a really cool thing. This past weekend, 22-year-old Maddie Gordon just signed a contract with Ron Capps Racing. Ron Capps is a longtime veteran champion, nitro funny car racer. He signed her license. So you kind of get a co-signer when you get your NHRA license from another top pro who says, yeah, I feel comfortable racing with him. That's how that works. He signed her. This was her 10th ever race. She won. Not only did she win this national event, she beat Tony Stewart through the ladders. She beat the current points leader, Sean Langdon, and in the finals, she beat multi-time NHRA champion Antron Brown. So she wins the Top Fuel Championship. She's the 100th woman to win an NHRA national event, which I did not know that there were 99 before her who had won.
There you go.
And then to make the day even better, her team owner, Ron Capps, wins the funny car race. So they have both of those win. And then Maddie's dad, Doug, wins in the top alcohol funny car class. So as you move up, there's different levels. Top alcohol is the one right before the top levels. That's like where Tony Stewart raced for a while, getting ready for it. So Maddie, 22 years old, you would love this girl. Her personality is a lot like Sophie Cunningham. She's just a wild, loose cannon who's giggling and having a blast. She wins. Her boss wins, and her dad wins, all on the same day in Norwalk, Ohio.
Wow. That's a great weekend.
And what's even better is that I got to looking how many father-daughters have ever even won on the same day. This was the 5th time that a father-daughter have won in the same day, which is more than father-sons. Only 3 times have a father-son won it in the same day. 5 times it's been the women. Now, 2 of those times are because John Force has 3 daughters who were also successful.
There you go.
So John Force and one of his daughters have, Brittany and Ashley, they've both done that. But this was a father, daughter, boss, all win on the same day.
Well, finally a chance for the daughter to buy the dad a meal on the way home.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Usually dad always pays.
She is an outstanding driver. You would love watching her. She is just she's so unprofessional in the best positive way. She does not give that, well, I'd like to think of my sponsor. She's just like, oh my God, can you believe this? I won. She's as excited as you would hope for it to be. She's a real breath of fresh air in NHRA.
That's awesome. Well, Craig, wow, that went fast. ORP TV tonight, 6 p.m. You'll preview the weekend's races. There's a lot to preview out there this weekend. And then
a lot of tracks are off because of the holiday, but we do have some, and we'll tell you all about that. Yeah.
And then Sunday you'll recap it all, obviously, and a great weekend coming up, NASCAR and other events as well. So, man, great having you on as always. Wonderful segment.
Fireworks.
This is so great.
Fireworks after your show on Sunday.
Well, probably not in my house. I'm sure that some of the neighbors will be shooting them off, but I'm not a fireworks guy. I'm just not a big fan of fireworks. They kind of look the same to me every year since I've ever seen them. But hey, the only fireworks at my house are the cats going wild and stuff like that. So maybe me trying to navigate the stairs after a couple drinks being in the pool.
Yeah, there you go.
You hear a lot of loud noises at the racetrack, so you don't need any more with fireworks.
Right. That is correct. Well, I love being on here with you guys. This is absolutely a dream come true. Thank you so much. And man, give this try. We're all here trying to do one thing, and that's bring fans together to racing. And I think I love it.
Well, Craig, as always, great job. And you have all the information. ORP TV tonight, 6 p.m. ORP TV Sunday night, 6 p.m. Facebook Live. There it is. Look at that. You got your little sign, everything. There we go. We'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot, Craig. Happy 4th.
Boom.
Craig Stagner.
Yep. Greatest racing show on the face of the earth.
Absolutely.
Right here.
100%. And you'll get all your racing news tonight, and he's got it all for you. We need to take a break. Our last segment of the show coming up. You're listening to The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on ESPN The Jock, brought to you by Play Against Sports.
Did you know you can listen to all your favorite ESPN The Jock programs live at 969thejock.com? The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob, A Coach's Perspective with Jenny Hopkins, The High School Show, ESPNthejock.com.
This year, America celebrates 250 years of freedom. And this week, you can declare your independence from high prices during the Freedom 250 celebration sale at Play It Again Sports in Springfield, June 29th through July 5th. Save store-wide up to 50% off. Shop new and gently used golf clubs, baseball and softball gear, tennis and pickleball equipment, plus bats, balls, bags, shoes, catcher's gear, baseball pants, and more. They're even open July 4th from 9 to 5. When you trade in, you win. Play It Again Sports in the Fremont Center in Springfield.
Hi, I'm Bill Dutton with Abacus.
And I'm Abe. Bill, when people hear accounting firm, what do they usually think?
Taxes, bookkeeping, basic compliance.
That's not the full picture with Abacus.
Not even close. At Abacus, accounting is just the foundation. We also provide CFO services, strategic business planning, controllership support, and even HR services.
HR surprises people. Why would we offer that?
Because your people and your numbers are connected. Hiring strategy, compliance, payroll structure, it all impacts profitability and growth.
So instead of juggling multiple advisors, our clients get one coordinated team that understands their entire business.
And that guidance helps our clients make smarter decisions.
Schedule a time to meet with an Abacus professional today. Visit us at abacuspro.com or call 417-823-7171 to learn more.
Rev up your energy and fuel your body with the protein punch you've been craving. When it comes to nutrition, Highland Dairy has a wide range of locally made products. Discover tasty ways to a stronger, healthier you with Highland's range of yogurts, smoothies, flavored milk, and cottage cheese. For parents with picky eaters and trendsetters looking to jump on the revival of cottage cheese, Highland has what you need to hit your protein goals. Highland, locally made, naturally delicious.
Summer road trip season is here, and before you load up the family and hit the highway, stop by C&C Automotive. Right now, get a free oil and filter change with any brake job. It's a great way to make sure your vehicle is ready for all those summer miles ahead. And the summer heat, too. Take advantage of C&C Automotive's summer special and save 25% on a complete AC system check and service. That's a free oil and filter change with your brake job, plus 25% off AC service. Call C&C Automotive today and get summer ready.
Not your average sports show. Louder opinions, better stories, and zero boring mornings. The Opening Drive with Tom and Rob. Weekdays 7 to 9 a.m. on ESPN The Jock.
We'd like to invite you to join us on the Opening Drive. Give us a call or text at 417-866-0969 or reach out to us at the 96.9 Jock Chat app.
All right, back in the Opening Drive with Tom and Rob on a Wednesday, July 1st, Bobby Bonilla Day. Hope you're enjoying Bobby Bonilla Day as we are. $1.139 million into his account, ACH direct deposit this morning, and he'll do that again every year until 2035. So, man, I tell you what a great gig that was. The original deferred contract. We're living it right now. What Shohei's going to get for pretty much ever going forward.
Our grandkids will talk about Shohei
getting
money from, they'll say, who?
And it won't be 1.193 million a year.
That's a month. That'll be a month.
It will be.
Easily. But Bonilla also gets, as Craig and you mentioned, another $500,000 from the Orioles as well. So that's a pretty good
his agent,
deal.
man. His agent.
Wow.
Brilliant. Whoever his agent is, he's probably Shohei's agent. Brilliant. I mean, that's awesome.
There are other baseball players getting deferred payments today as well.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Max Scherzer, former Mizzou standout. He's getting, listen to this, $15 million annually through next year from the Nats and $15 million from the Dodgers through 2028. So until next year, he gets $30 million a year through next year and another $15 million the year after that. He's still playing, by the way.
Brilliant. Yeah, it doesn't include his current wages.
Right. Chris Davis.
Chris Davis,
Chili.
Yes.
Chris is getting $3.5 million from the Orioles annually until 2032.
That's a good deal.
And then I guess another $1.4 million after that from 33 to 37. So he's not doing too bad.
Another Bobby Bonilla deal.
Wow. Manny Ramirez from the Red Sox getting $2 million. This is his final year for that. Ryan Braun gets $1.8 million through 2031 from the Brew Crew.
Whoa, that Ryan Braun. Wow.
Yep. Here's a couple we know. Adam Wainwright getting $1 million a year through 2033.
From the Cardinals?
From the Cardinals.
Wow, that's a nice little deferred deal.
Lorenzo Cain.
Yeah.
Remember him? Former Royal.
Yeah.
But he signed a deal with the Brewers that gives him another $1 million a year through next year.
Okay.
So he gets that today and next year, and that'll be it. Brett Saberhagen Not quite as much, but he's getting $250,000 from the Mets through 2028.
That doesn't stink.
Nope.
Because he's been collecting that for a long time. If you think about it, that's another one of those Bernie Madoff deals. Because he would have been the owner of the Mets back then. Man, Bernie Madoff. Hey, let's just throw everything out there in the future. He's the original Ponzi schemer, and he's also the original baseball owner with deferred contracts. Bernie Madoff.
Man,
thanks, Bernie, for giving the Dodgers the idea. Of course, the Dodgers don't need to do it. Guggenheim has so much stinking money. Mark Walter, he wakes up every day and makes billions. Crazy.
This is also the today, July 1st, marks the 5-year anniversary of the NCAA allowing athletes to monetize their NILs.
Today's the anniversary of that?
Yep, 5 years ago.
Which, okay, by the way.
And that's changed a lot. You think about what's happened in 5 years. It was a third-party endorsement deal, quickly transitioned into a model where schools pay athletes billions of dollars in NIL compensation per year.
Well, because, they didn't want boosters coming in and paying an athlete $1 million to promote their Cadillac dealership, right?
Right.
They wanted to avoid that. So the university said, okay, wait, we'll just bring it in-house and we'll divvy up the money for those deals and that type of thing, which turned into free agency and a portal for college athletes, which in all, I tell you what, I remember Ryan could not give lessons for money when he was in college. Okay. Could not give lessons for money, even in the off season.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. And if he did do it, I don't know if he did or not, but a lot of guys who did with cash, baby. You're paying them cash under the table, which I thought was totally wrong. And they couldn't get jobs while they're on campus. They couldn't go out and get a job somewhere.
Right.
I mean, how can you restrict someone? So it went from overly restrictive to overly loose. That's basically what it did. One extreme to the other extreme, which is not uncommon in society. But I think there's going to be some reining in on that, and I think they're going to be allowed to make money. They can go out and give lessons. They can cut a deal with a gas station to promote them. They can do whatever going forward, which is great. And that's what they should be able to do. If they're stars in their community, Cayman Beckmeyer, by the way, she's got all these little deals around town. I see her on Mid-Missouri Banks deal all the time. I see her on, was that Rapid Roberts? I think she's doing over there too. Hey, more power
burritos.
To her. She's on the billboard as you go into Thinking Republic. More power to her. That's great. She should get paid and compensated for that.
Yeah.
For her name, image, and her likeness. Absolutely 100%.
No doubt about it. And she's doing it right. She's doing it. She's doing the work.
She is.
There are some athletes, and I had the privilege of driving to Dallas with a couple people, administrators from Missouri State, who talked a lot about that. They were in the know on how these athletes were being paid. And some of them just expected money and not having to do anything for it and playing time and all this stuff. I don't think she's like that at all. She works for it.
Oh, no.
Oh,
she
my
works for
God.
everything.
Yep.
She's everywhere, and I know she's doing the work because you see her on the ads.
Yes.
She's doing the work.
If you're on Instagram, and again, we're a little older, but I do have it. Just, I've got grandkids and stuff. So I see her all the time promoting, these businesses. She's doing the work. She has to edit that stuff. And put it together and
does a great job. And that's what it's for. And I'm glad they get compensated because they made the university money. Okay. And now she can make some of that money off of that as well. I'm not so big on you're signing a contract, an NIL deal, and you just get money, you don't do anything. But however, name, image, likeness. If you're on the football field, your name is out there, your image is out there, and your likeness is out there. So I get it why they're paid to be who they are.
By the way, last week, a week from today, we had a meeting with Learfield, the marketing arm of Missouri State. They told me, they have the video game, college football, whatever, 27
absolutely.
now. I guess the pay for the athletes went up. I think it was $500 an athlete last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think Missouri State's get the athletes, the football players will now get $1,500 It's gone up substantially from the first year they were in the,
That's awesome.
FBS.
Yeah.
To almost $1,000 more. I mean,
As it should, because I heard
every one of the players
we saw that
signed on to this.
Yeah, that signed on.
Yeah.
And I heard, and we all saw this story. Missouri State was one of the most actively played teams on that game because people want to build a national champion. And so they go grab a team that's new and they build them up and go out and recruit them and try to make them national. That's the kind of the fun part about that football game. You take the lowest team you can find. No offense, Missouri State coming in, new FBS team, no expectations. They're like a 60-something rating on there, which is not very great. You go in, you recruit them, boom, boom, boom on that game, and all of a sudden you win national championships, beating Florida and moving conferences. You can move conferences in there too.
Didn't your sons went to Dallas for the bowl game?
They did.
Didn't they get a game?
Yeah,
each.
Yeah, they got the controllers,
Wow.
customized controllers, which is pretty cool. I mean, so it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, so they should get paid $1,500 because it's just based on what usage alone is. They're one of the most popular teams last year on that game, which is go Bears. That's awesome.
So have you looked at it? I mean, what plaster looks like?
Oh yeah,
all that?
it looks like plaster.
Looks really good.
Yeah, well, it looks like plaster.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd love it to look like other stadiums, but it is what it is.
Yeah, sure.
But it's realistic, is what I'm saying. There's no indoor facility around it. Needs to be one, like over on that one side, but we don't need parking. Just make it an indoor facility. We got the parking lot ready to go. Indoor facility. Let's go.
So tonight, USA plays Bosnia. Royals back in action at home against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, the good Tampa Bay, man. They're good.
Cardinals at Atlanta.
Oh, let's get that one. Win that and get the series tonight. Let's go, Cards. Yeah, I think they can do that.
What else is going on? Springfield Cardinals at home against Arkansas.
Wiener Wednesday.
Yep.
Got that going on tonight. So you want to get out there for that. I don't have their promotion sheet for this week.
We didn't get one this week. We got one.
Hey, we need a promotion. Hey, Cardinals, we need a promotion sheet for what you're doing. I know Taco Tuesday, I know Wiener Wednesday. I know nothing beyond that. So you better get me one here today, Cardinals. Dan, hook me up.
What if the new team is playing and we don't know anything about it?
Yeah, exactly.
The snipe hunters,
we don't even know when they're playing. Or they cashew chickens this week. We don't even know. So, hey, Cardinals, bring stuff down the station. Give me a free giveaway. I'm wearing your hat around. Let's go. I need to help. Help me help you.
Show me the money.
Show me the free Cardinals gear.
Yep.
Hey, that's great for a Wednesday. Thursday, Chef Tony in the house. Got a great show tomorrow. We'll see you in the morning.
This weather update brought to you by David Kinsman Agency, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Count on reliable protection, rain or shine.